Hello, it's me again, and today we're going to have a look again at Excel, and this is another one of Mike and Bill's problems with the Dueling Excel. What they have here is they have a question from a customer, and they're asking about how they can sum the hidden rows, how they can include that in the sum. Now here is the answer that I've come up with. Now there's an additional criteria, is that you have to only sum if the yes column says yes, and for whatever reason they want the no columns or the no items still to be visible, but the thing that makes them hidden or visible is driven by the categories. So the obvious answer is to simply choose a category here. I'll choose one that does have no's in it, and then also in here put a filter to filter out the no's, and that will simply give you the total for the two categories. You could also do that with the sum ifs. Having said that, I've got the two settings here. This one is all that say yes, and this is all of the visible that say yes. And the reason this is coming up is because although that total there is saying 200, that total there is 200 for all the yeses and the nos. The 60 is actually only the yeses, so we've got a 30 there and a 30 there. And you may ask, how did I do this? Well, the observant would have noticed that there's actually a hidden column here. There's a helper column, and all I've done in the helper column is I've put in a simple formula saying if this here equals yes, then it equals the value of that, otherwise it equals 0, and then I've summed that column, and there that gives me the sum of just the yeses which are visible, and I've simply here pointed it to that total. Now what you can't do here is go to the table tools and actually turn off the total row, because that then gives you a reference error because you're looking for something that isn't there. But what you can do, of course, is you can come across here and you can hide that row, and that still works. So that still gives you all of the things you want. You can flick through here, you can choose your different categories, you can choose them all. This is now showing you all of the yeses summed up, and that's showing you all the yeses which are also B's, and as I've done before, clearly you'd hide the helper column. Okay, this is yet another way of doing it. There's also a VBA way of doing it, which I'll put up in a moment. I hope this has been useful. And once more, thank you for listening.